Hey Rockheads, what's up? It is Helen broadcasting live at Rock on the Range, and I have got Otherwise here with me. Super excited to talk with them, and please remind me of your names. I'm so sorry.
I'm Andy, guitar player.
I'm Corky, but you can call me Bob.
You're Corky?
Yeah, but you can call me Bob.
But I can call you Bob.
Yeah.
So how are y'all doing today?
Good.
Good?
Even better now that I just saw these bedazzled headphones.
Yes, do you see these things? These are hot. Hot.
Do you know you are like the 5th person to say something about the headphones?
I do now.
That's because they're that hot.
Well, that's, we're just chicks. We like to make sure that we're like bedazzled. Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to put it.
What is that, aquamarine?
That
Green,
turquoise,
dude.
seafoam green.
that is not seafoam green. That is turquoise.
It is turquoise.
Chartreuse.
So what have y'all been up to the past couple months, and what do you have planned for the future?
Let's see. We've been on the road, and in the future we will be on the road. Is that right?
Well, you don't want to be like a little more like you want to clarify a bit?
My future, I see lunch.
You see
Lunch. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So where have you been over the past week, and then where will you be over the next month?
Let's see.
In 100 words or less.
North Carolina, Illinois. Did we go to Iowa yet? No. Then we go to. See, this is a hard question because you got to keep track of it. Then back to Michigan, then down here to Columbus, then back to Michigan, then over to North Dakota, then down through Kansas City, going down to Rocklahoma, then back up to Iowa, then back over to. I get lost after that point.
What state have you not been to?
We've not been to Maine, Vermont, Alaska, Hawaii. That might be it. We've driven through or played every other state.
That's awesome, though. This may sound crazy, but I want to do a road trip where I literally go to every single state, in the United States.
Yeah.
Join a band.
Join a band, yeah, exactly.
Yes. Maybe I should just hop on somebody's tour bus and just
Exactly. It's like that little point in the Northeast is the only one that we haven't really hit. And I think we haven't played a show in Montana or Wyoming, but literally every other. But we've driven through them both. Yeah. And we played literally a show in at least every other state. If you can work it, you should go to Maine during Lobster Fest.
And
Absolutely.
then get that's usually the beginning of August. So if you can work that out.
I'm going to work that out
heads
then.
Up on
I
that.
like it.
So I guess can you tell us a little bit about the album? And I love the song. I don't apologize. I love that.
Thank you so much.
And then I was looking at the new video for Soldiers. Right, I'm trying to make sure I keep track of everybody. Right. And I just love the quote that you had at the beginning. Did y'all come up with that, or was that already kind of written? Or I know you said
when we were editing the video and putting it all together and saw kind of a first cut of it, we weren't quite sure if the message was getting across as well as we had hoped, literally. And so we're like, well, what if we throw a quote on the front of this thing and help explain what message we're trying to get across. And we had about 15 minutes to come up with something. And Adrian's a pretty good wordsmith, He writes the majority of our lyrics, and he was like, all right, well, this is what popped into my head, and we sent it off to label. They're like, that's perfect. Literally, it was just kind of like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last question. Definition of Otherwise. Let me make sure that I've got it right. In a different way or manner, does that indicate anything? Does that play a role in your sound, or
everything does? A lot of it's it depends on what dictionary you look in. When we first looked it up, it was other than supposed, something other than what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the band's from Vegas. The band came from a city that is an amalgamation of so many other cities and so many other cultures and what's going on. And, we're trying to do something in rock and roll that hasn't been done in a long time, which, both in our songwriting and our performance and, everything to the work ethic, to what we do with fans and how interactive we are. We're always running our own merch booth and being right up front with the fans. And, we try to visit as many radio stations as we can on the road where we personally contact them, not through reps and all that kind of stuff. So, we're trying to do this at both a grassroots level, but also obviously grow it like any other rock band. So, it's how we started, and it's what we're going to continue to do.
And I think that's going to make a huge difference because people really remember that. So best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much again. Rockheads, this was Otherwise from Rock on the Range 2013.